Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a very happy St. Valentine's Day massacre to you all. Welcome to the Max Wrestling Podcast, episode 205, No We're Not Live. I am the captain, Dazzy Dangerously, and with me, as always, is the podcast machine / knowledge champion, Mike Larkin.
You son of a bitch, I forgot this was episode
205!
That's funny, okay, but yeah.
Mike, the future is now.
Oh, thank you. I will get back to those, thank you. Yeah, you can check out the future is now on RWT. I'm up to like episode, I've taken a couple weeks off, I have to get back to that. Yeah, I think I'm up to like episode 24 or something, but yeah. Well, speaking of that, we do have that because we're going to be predicting Elimination Chamber in this show too. That makes sense, and there's a 205 match, Buddy Murphy and Tozawa, which will probably be on the kickoff.
Probably. Cruiserweight title is always on the kickoff.
Gotta say something else that was kicked off, man. We have a new tag team champion. Say yeah!
Wow. We won our release. Here's the titles. Okay, never mind.
What the hell does that tell you? And watch it, they'll probably lose to Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. Yeah, because, we gave you a belt. We've been listening to you. But yeah, you're going to jump to Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins.
Who else has allegedly asked for their release?
Mike Kanellis, give him the Cruiserweight title.
Yeah, give him the Cruiserweight title. Dolph Ziggler will have another run as US champion. Oh, Brock Lesnar's in talks with AEW, so he's going to be Universal Champion for another 5 years.
Batista's going to come back and win the world title.
Yeah.
What a week, though, man. And congratulations to Jay White.
Oh, man. I woke up... when was it? Tuesday morning? Wednesday morning?
Yes.
So I woke up. The first picture I saw when I opened my phone was Jay White with the IWGP title. I thought, whoa, they actually did it. And I instantly thought, I don't remember anybody rising that quickly in New Japan.
And I think Tanahashi has the shortest title reign ever.
Wow.
I know a lot of people.
Tanahashi. Shortest reign.
Don't get me wrong, I'm a Hiroshi fan, but it's like, I'll be honest with you, when he won the belt, I was like, ugh. I think a lot of people were, because I didn't want to see Tanahashi as the champ, but yeah, shortest reign as IWGP champ.
The surprising thing is, now we see that Tanahashi was a transitional champion. He obviously won it just to lose it to Jay White. And they couldn't keep it on Kenny Omega, because he was out the door.
You know what it is too, dude? Like, I'm very happy because, and of course, this is where we curse out goddamn that fucking Dave Meltzer who thinks it's, he's not ready or whatever. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Dave Meltzer. He's one of the hottest talents in New Japan, and it's too soon and blah, blah, blah. Fuck you.
Too soon.
Well, you know what it is too? I think because our good friend Miss Switchbabe was saying it. I think because he's got the boner for Kenny Omega.
Yeah. And the Bucks and Cody. Well, all the elite.
Yeah, anybody that's not named Kenny Omega, the Bucks, Cody, he does, or anything to do with Bullet Club, he doesn't have a boner for it.
If Kenny had won the title 3-4 years ago, Meltzer would have loved it.
He would have.
So shove your stars up your ass. But speaking of AEW, obviously, I'm quite surprised actually at how much it's split people. You've got the people who can't wait for it to get started, who are so excited, and then you've got they're just a t-shirt company. Idiots. Who obviously ride WWE's dick and are just sick of hearing about another company. Yeah. But they have a match card now.
They do. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm looking forward to Jericho Omega. We got Nyla Rose, we got Dr. Britt Baker, and we got Kylie Ray. And I got to ask you about it because it was kind of a controversial thing in a way, but personally, I don't care. Nyla Rose, I've seen her talents on the Northeast, the first ever transgender as the, as a wrestler and to be signed to a company. I think that's cool. You're making waves.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know anything about her other than the fact that she is transgender.
She's the reason I know her because she wrestles for Warriors of Wrestling, which is located on Staten Island, New York. She's their women's champion. She's done a lot of Northeast work. Kylie Ray was a part of Rise, and I believe she's done some work in Japan. She's not bad. Well, we all know who Britt Baker is, Adam Cole's So, I mean, that's cool. Omega Jericho, we get to see Pentagon and Phoenix. We get to see so many great talents at All or Nothing. Neville, Pac against Hangman Adam Page. Personally, dude, I am so looking forward to this card. I really am.
Yeah, looking good. I mean, to be honest, if they didn't mention it, I probably wouldn't have known that she was transgender. I mean, she just looks like kind of a buff, like like Tamina is all woman,
Yes.
but she's also quite buff. She's got that Tamina look, so I wouldn't have known otherwise.
And besides that, we also got SoCal Uncensored, Kazarian, Scorpio Sky, and Christopher Daniels against Cena and two other guys.
Yeah,
The Omega Jericho rematch is going to be very, very cool. Sold out in 4 minutes. Does it really shock you if this is their first show?
4 minutes. And again, that's a slap in the face to the people who say, "Oh, they're not going to sell out."
Of course, they're going to sell out. All In sold out pretty quickly too because everybody wanted to see All In. Of course, they were going to sell
Yeah, and All In wasn't even part of any particular company. It was just an independent show.
Mm-hmm. So
Um,
they're making waves, man. I mean, I look forward to seeing who they get and who else we got. What do you think about who else they got? I mean, they got Sammy Guevara, who's a very talented individual.
yeah.
They got Sonny Kiss, Exolicious from Lucha Underground. So what do you think about so far their talent?
Um, there's some names in there that are bigger than others, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the names that aren't as big, they've got a following anyway because obviously there's a lot of hardcore indie fans that are fans of AEW. I think it's nice that we got to see the Lucha Brothers at the press conference, so now we know that it is official. They are going to have a match, at least one.
Mm-hmm.
We got Hangman and Pac, which was pretty much the first match that was announced when they had the first announcement. They had a rally.
The rally, man, and I think what's great about it too is like there's so many like fresh and new matchups, which is so cool. I have to mention this as well because going back to short title reigns, our girl, man, I'm talking about the pretty badass herself, Kelly Klein. Mayu Iwatani is the new Women of Honor champion. Kelly Klein only held that belt for like a month.
I'm still pissed.
Are you still pissed about that? Like I like
I'm
Mayu, but it's like,
pissed.
jeez. She gave that promo, the road, man, the road to the garden, then boom, they take it off her like that.
Should have held that title. I mean, she's only, the third champion?
Yeah,
now?
it was. Well, yeah. First it was Sumi. No, wait, yeah, no, Sumi, and then her, and now Mayu Iwatani. Yeah, Mayu's the third.
Yeah, I mean, don't start playing hot potato with the Women of Honor Championship. Let somebody run with it for a while.
I'll tell you what they were doing. Somebody was watching an episode of The Wiggles on the Disney Channel, and they started singing "Hot Potato, Hot Potato, Hot Potato, Hot Potato," and then they put it on Mayu, which I like Mayu, but I'm just like, you had two girls that were in Stardom who are been the champion now. One in Sumi Sakai, and one now in Mayu, which is cool to see the Japanese talent. But I'm like, Kelly Klein, the promos, and just she was the one to go into the garden with the title. Not Mayu, but
Yeah.
I like Mayu, and it pains me to say that, but Kelly should still be the champion.
Should be.
Should be, could be.
And that's not favoritism. Well,
Well, kind of is. It kind of is, but still, just I think from a storyline aspect, she still should be the champion.
yeah.
Just like a little more favoritism is like tomorrow. Well, as we're recording this, it's Thursday. Tomorrow, Killer Cross should win the title, but they're probably going to keep it on I'm a Survivor, Johnny Impact.
Johnny rents a name.
Johnny rents a name. Oh my God! And well, that also brings us to the fact that does it shock you that they had less than 10,000 viewers on the debut episode on Pursuit? No.
No. I mean,
they'll-
I don't even know what the regular audience is for the Pursuit channel.
I don't know either, but it's gonna be lower than 10,000. And
Yeah.
then I look at all right, because I see these Twitch things and I see them go up and down, up and down. So I know I don't sign up for Twitch. I watch it through the internet, people, because I am not signing up for Twitch.
Same way I watch Raw and SmackDown because I ain't paying Sky Sports.
So see, you know what's up, Daz. You know
Yeah.
what's up. So,
I'm not adding another 50 quid to my monthly bill.
So, I love you, man. So the Twitch subscribers go about 7,000 to like 11, 12,000 for them. And like the first week on Twitch, they were at like 10,000. Then it's just been going down to like 7,000. Then the last week was 6,000. And this week again was 6,000. So Yeah, the highest this week for peak was like 7,000 something as I'm watching this, and then it just went back down to 5 and 6,000. But hey, you get a post show afterwards, and then you get to see Josh and Don during the breaks talk about Yippee Skippy. We're watching Impact, and I'm just like, ugh, ugh. It blows. But they'll defend it, like you mentioned. Yeah, but Twitch.
Yeah, but we got Twitch. I mean, they haven't had a serious TV deal since Spike dropped them all those years ago.
Exactly. It's gone downhill since Spike. Because again, you see Destination America and you're like, who? Then you see Pop TV and you're like, who? And now fucking Pursuit, and it's just like, good God, you cheap sons of bitches.
Never heard of any of these channels. And every time they went with a new one, it seemed like less people had them, and the numbers just dropped and dropped and dropped with each TV deal. I mean, it is bad for the roster. I mean, as I said a couple of weeks ago, I actually enjoyed Impact. When I watched the Cross and Johnny Renton match, I actually enjoyed the whole episode.
Well, I've been too now, but yeah, now the Brian Cage was the feud, and now they're incorporating all four. And this week, Cross was talking about, the Scorpion and the Frog, which pretty much what he's saying in that was pretty much what he's saying in that. Or no, it was Scorpion something. That's going to bug me, but I think it was the Frog and the Scorpion. So pretty much he's saying, like, he's going to stab Moose, but Moose is too blind to see the fact that, yes, he's his friend, but he's also going to kill you, pun intended, which I think is kind of funny. And it's just, he's really a breath of fresh air with that company, because he truly is the one to watch in 2019. Yeah. Then you're bringing back, like, I mean, they're in Mexico, and you're seeing, like, the X Cup or Super Cup is back again, and I'm like, really? Because it went so well last year for that company. But all right. Yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. And they got Rebellion, which that wasn't a WWE pay-per-view at all in the UK. But hey, whatever.
No, but how dare WWE do anything that Impact did?
Of course. Of course. Well, of course, you know why it's titled Rebellion, because they're at the Rebel Entertainment Complex. Ooh, look at the pun, because we're going back to Canada. Why? Because, of course,
I'm waiting for Canadian Stampede.
Canadian Stampede. But, yeah, I mean, that's really all the news you could say. The only thing I did find that was funny about that was Shotzi Blackheart, who wrestled there, like, twice because of the Rise partnership. She's, like, selling her poo for $5.
Oh, what?
Like, I swear to God, she's selling, like, pictures of her poo for, like, $5 on something. I'm like, that's not weird at all. Like, out of all the ways to sell money, you're selling pictures of your poo?
Huh?
I swear to God, she's selling pictures of her poo, man. Priceless.
That's that bullshit. I
gotta get this up.
That sounds like the kind of thing I would expect from Priscilla Kelly.
My God. Dude, somebody booked the main event of, I forgot what promotion it is, but it's the Dick versus the Tampon, because Joey Ryan's going to fight Priscilla.
Yeah, I saw that. And Joey Ryan tweeted, "Rest in peace, professional wrestling."
Yeah. Oh, my God. And then he's the one telling that Rip Rogers isn't over, and then Jim Cornette goes, "Listen here, you stupid motherfucker." And then he went in on the conversation. God, he's just pissing everybody off.
Oh, man.
God, I got to look for... Yeah, she's selling snaps of her poo to fans online. Good Lord.
Okay. I'm genuinely lost for words on that.
Yeah, after paying $5 for a shot of the poo, a mystery purchaser messaged the self-nicknamed Filthy Filipino on PayPal saying, "I'm doing this to support you, not because I'm some weirdo." But yeah, selling her poo, man. $5.
I'm even more flabbergasted by the people that would actually pay for that.
Some people are paying for Shotzi's poo.
Some people need fucking Jesus.
Exactly. I love you, man.
And that's coming from me.
Yes, knowing you, saying that is kind of...
I burn when I walk into a church.
Oh, well, Jesus, man. Okay. Poo aside. Poo aside. Oh, man, we could take that in different ways. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sasha Banks is cleared to wrestle for this Sunday at the Chamber.
Yeah, and it's WWE that announced she was cleared, not the dirt sheets, which kind of makes me think it wasn't a legit injury in the first place.
No. Unfortunately, Mustafa Ali was not. And now Kofi, who made it. My God.
Wow.
Kofi
Tuesday
Kingston.
night, Kingston.
Jesus. And then, of course, Randy Orton won RKO out of nowhere, and he's the last one in.
Yeah, it was kind of an abrupt finish to SmackDown. Like, it was literally RKO pin, and then we fade to black. So, obviously...
You're still flabbergasted by the poo, I
am, yeah. The thing is, though, SmackDown's 2 hours, Raw's 3 hours, so if they were going to do the same thing they did on Raw last year with Rollins going over an hour, they kind of would have to rush the ending on SmackDown.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, I think Kofi was a great replacement because him and Mustafa are both high flyers and kind of have similar movesets.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like cool that they put Kofi in there and Kofi gets a title shot. I think everybody worked hard. I love the gauntlet. Then you see a lot of similarities as at Raw because Raw we had the fact that Bayley and Sasha are going to be the first in, and now Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville are going to join them in the chamber as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm cool with that. I mean, it makes sense because they have all chamber experience before and the others don't.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on a new name, Fire and Desire.
Well, Tina Marie says hello, God rest her soul. That was a great song. Her and Rick James, Fire and Desire.
Oh yeah, it's a great name for a song, but for a tag team, it's kind of gimmicky.
Well, Desire would be Mandy, and Sonya brings the Fire and Desire.
I can see that, yeah. I mean, I don't know why they dropped the Absolution name.
Well, I know, but I mean, come on, Des. Fabulous Glow for Naomi and Carmella.
Oh, jeez. Again, gimmicky.
Gimmicky.
Actually, you know what? Going back to the Gauntlet match, it's very surprising to when you realise that they were actually going to give that, what they did with Kofi, to Mustafa Ali, because he's only been on the roster a couple of months. And if it is true, then they planned for Mustafa Ali to go over an hour in the Gauntlet match. I mean, they really were pushing him hard before he got injured. I mean, it worked out great for Kofi because he looked great as well after, 11 years?
Mm-hmm. He's even saying, I've been in this for 11 years. And then he's shoving AJ like, come on, I like that. Fight me. I like that. Because it's fire to Kofi. Because I remember the 2009 feud with Randy Orton when he did the boom drop to him at Madison Square Garden when he was hot. And that's,
that brawl was amazing.
It was. And then they dropped it and then he just went downhill. But I'm just like, let him go because Kofi could go.
Yeah, they dropped it because Randy Orton said he was a stupid man.
Stupid man. Oh, God.
What was it? He wouldn't stay. He was supposed to take a punt and he wouldn't stay down, so Randy just RKO'd him.
Oh, yeah, because then he just yelled out, stupid! He was channeling his inner Ryback before Ryback came in. RKO, 1, 2, 3.
Well, the punt was originally my idea.
Oh, shut up, Ryback.
Speaking of Ryback.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he thinks he's going to come back full-time, and he thinks he's going to be signed by AEW. AEW.
Ryback, shut the fuck up. All right, nobody wants to see your ass. I mean, here's the thing. I still remember when he dropped Jack Swagger on his head off a backdrop. You think that they want that shit in there and he almost killed fucking CM Punk? Like, come on.
I can hear it now. Well, I was supposed to be in the main event of All In and I was supposed to defeat Nick Aldis for the World Championship, but they gave it to Cody.
I just fucking hate that man with a passion. I really do. And you know what it is, too? Ever since the Punk thing, and ever since that whole thing with WWE, and then he left, and everybody's like, oh, he's going to go to Impact, they're going to sign him. No, they're not going to sign him. Thank God they didn't sign him.
Even Impact didn't want him.
If Impact doesn't want you, what does that tell you, okay? Like, really? So, I mean, but... Yeah. Ugh, but fucking Ryback. I don't like Ryback. I really don't. And I remember him in the $1 Million Tough Enough. And I liked him as Skip Sheffield, yep, what it do, because it made me laugh. And then they made him the Terminator. And I'm like, it was cool for a little bit, and then it just, like, once they turned him heel, it kind of went downhill.
Yeah. One thing we didn't mention with AEW.
Yes?
Is the tease for Cody's opponent. So basically all we've seen is a flyer of the actual match, but they blurred out the face and the name. So we don't know who Cody's going to be facing.
I'm curious to see that. I think it will be a great match. Isn't Marty Scurll fighting Nick Aldis for the NWA title?
Yeah.
Man.
Magnus versus the Villain.
I like it a lot.
I find it really hard to buy into Nick Aldis. I mean, I was impressed at All In, but... in terms of personality, I don't think he's got one. I'd be really happy if Skull won the world title.
Here's the thing, Magnus. I like Magnus. I still remember the Gladiator when he came in as Brutus Magnus and he was the Gladiator. And then he was a part of the British invasion with Doug Williams. And then he was solo and he went down to Dixieland, baby. And the world title run, that kind of sucked. But, I mean, I thought he was very solid. I think you would agree. He's a very solid talent. But like you mentioned, personality-wise and promo-wise, he's kind of like meh.
I mean, he was over as a face.
Yeah. As a heel, not so much.
Yeah, I mean, they completely fucked that one up because you got, like, first British-born world champion and you're going to turn him heel right before the UK tour. What?
That which made no fucking sense. Like they're going to boo him in his goddamn hometown. I'm sorry. And
I mean, we did boo him, but that was a kayfabe boo.
Kayfabe boo.
If you know what I mean. Like, we knew what we were doing.
You're just making... I like these terms now. The kayfabe boo. I like it, man. KB. Yeah.
We're booing you, but we don't really mean it.
You don't really mean it. But, you know, I mean, just that whole title reign was... And then, you know, the team with... I think he teamed with Bram, which was not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And then feuded with Bram.
Yes, he feuded with Bram, and oh, God, fucking the James Storm feud where James Storm threw Mickey James off the train track.
Oh, man.
God. Oh, good Lord. But, yeah, that stuff. And I got to tell you something right now. I love his girl, man, Camille again. I love that girl so much. Just standing with Magnus looking all fine as wine, man.
I'm sure Marty does as well.
Well, you know who apparently she's with? Because I was looking to see who she's with. You know who she's apparently with?
No.
Braun.
Wow.
I thought they were... I think somewhere I was reading that they were dating, which I'm like, you lucky son of a bitch, Braun, to get that girl.
Well, she getting his hands.
Literally and figuratively speaking.
Who was Braun with before? He gets around, man.
I don't know, but I think I remember seeing Camilla Kane being a part of that. But I'm like, hell yeah. Because Braun is just with that girl and she's fine. Well, they're both Southerners, so I mean, it kind of helps get these hands.
You know what they should do just to balance it out is partner Mickey James up with Braun.
Oh my God. Or they would be hardcore country? Hardcore country.
Monster country.
Monster country. Yes.
And Braun can sing it as well. A monster country.
Oh my God. Speaking of Braun, we're going to do predictions on this, Daz, but
yeah.
I'm tired of this, man. I don't want to see Braun and Baron Corbin again. I don't care if it's a no disqualification match now. I don't want to see it again.
The match can figuratively suck a dick.
Yes.
I used to like Baron Corbin, but every time I see his name now, I'm just like, ah.
Yeah, and I don't want to see that match again. I know Braun's probably going to win, but I don't want to see it.
You're also not a GM anymore. Stop wrestling in a goddamn suit.
You're not mini corporate Kane anymore.
Mini.
Corporate Kane. Oh, and I think with this week, you know, with the whole thing with Kurt Angle and them teaming up against Baron, Drew, and Lashley, which, I mean, that was cool. With Finn Balor in there, to Finn to get the win. What do you think the fact that we're doing a handicap match where Lio Rush can get pinned and Lashley loses the Intercontinental title?
Instantly reminded me of The Rock against Booker T and Shane O'Mac.
This also, I'll bring it to the UK in this. Reminding me of Rebellion with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman against Edge for the Undisputed title. Yeah. But yeah, Rock against Booker T and Shane O'Mac, where Shane just breaking up the pin and just dancing around. That was a great match. That was pretty funny because he was just so annoying, and you could hear JR on commentary go, damn, man, God damn, Shane.
I don't really see Finn winning. I don't know why. I mean, he keeps building this momentum, and then they don't give him anything at the end. So, I mean, we're going to do predictions after, but I can also see Lio Rush pinning Finn Balor.
Probably. What else was I going to say? What else happened with Raw that missing? Oh, duh.
Obviously, the big thing.
My God. My God. Vince, Becky, you're not the man. I'm the man.
I mean, it would have been better if he'd have said it like that, but he said it like he couldn't wait to get it over with. So you're not the man, I'm the man. You're suspended for 60 days.
Charlotte Flair, that's for your replacement, Charlotte Flair.
I mean, obviously we see where it's going. People have absolutely lost their shit over it, as expected. I think it's way over 50,000 dislikes on YouTube, most disliked video in WWE history.
The tweet, man, complete and utter bullshit.
Yeah, Becky nailed that one again.
The man, yo, she is the 2019 Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, it's pretty much the exact same storyline. I wouldn't be surprised if she either she is going to interrupt Ric Flair's birthday, because that's the whole reason they've been promoting it for so long. It's obvious something's going to happen there. So I wouldn't be surprised if they have a match at Fastlane to determine whether Becky is either allowed back in the match or replaces Charlotte again, or if she faces Charlotte in the first match of Mania to do the same thing as Daniel Bryan did at WrestleMania 30. There's a couple of possibilities now.
Or I could see a way where it's like, Becky, you have to go through Nia Jax, and then Becky beats Nia Jax, and then because I think they're going the triple threat route of Ronda, Becky.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but you know what it is too? I think it's because, number one, Ronda doesn't have to lose, and number two, so people don't boo Ronda. I think that's what they're thinking.
That's the silver lining I saw as well. They're trying to take the heat off Ronda with Charlotte, which, is a good way to go, but also you could probably be successful turning Ronda heel as well.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, as we saw at the end of the segment, after the cameras cut from TV, Becky and Ronda fucked up the Riot Squad.
Oh my God, yes.
Quite an interesting dynamic to see them two team up. Also kind of interested that Ronda seemed as pissed off as Becky was. It's like she doesn't want to face Charlotte.
I gotta tell you, man. I'm kind of looking forward to, I know we're going to get to predictions, Daz, but Ronda and Ruby Riott. I think Ruby Riott's in the same boat as she was last year, because leading up to Mania, she was the one fighting Charlotte for the title.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a good match, man. Are you looking forward to Ronda and Ruby?
Yeah, I think it'll be a good match. I can see Ruby getting kind of frustrated, both in storyline and in real life, because people are completely forgetting about this match constantly. They just go... Since January, it's just been Ronda is going to WrestleMania to face Becky Lynch or Charlotte, and Ruby's just like, hello?
Hello? Well, speaking of that, what's with Nikki Cross? Like, last week she was across the Fox, now she's a babyface again and losing to Ruby Riott. Like, for me, I was happy because I remember their NXT feud, but then I'm just like, eh.
It's a classic case of they've got no idea what to do with an NXT call-up.
Speaking of not what to do with an NXT call-up, I am the top 1% loses in a week to an Inside Cradle small package by Dean Ambrose.
Ethan.
I
didn't think I was going to say this, but I think they called him up too soon from NXT. I mean, he had a few good matches, but he didn't really do much in NXT, even though we all knew what he was capable of from Impact, of course. But if you only know his NXT run before he came up to the main roster, then he really hasn't shown much.
I mean, at least, unless they add, the whole EC3 Dean Ambrose rubber match at the Chamber.
Yeah.
And then EC3 wins.
Hopefully.
Yeah, what the hell was that with Dean? Because Seth Rollins is cutting the promo with Paul, which was fine. And, he's going to win. And then Dean Ambrose is just like, slay the beast. And then Dean Ambrose is going back to being a heel against EC3. Like, what the hell did they do with Dean Ambrose?
I mean, he was a babyface last week. And then he was a babyface when he came down to Seth. And like you said, then he turned heel. I mean, Big Show must be writing the friggin' storylines or something, because everybody's turning every week.
Oh, my God. But, yeah, I mean... I like Dean Ambrose, but you know that I don't know what they're going to do at Mania now. Well, thank God we're not getting Dean Ambrose and Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Canceled that pretty quickly.
Thank fucking God. And number two, speaking of something they canceled pretty quickly, are we seriously officially done, thank God, with Elias and Jeff Jarrett?
Yes. Thank you. Move on.
They just had to beat Jeff Jarrett on Raw, because I'm looking at this and I'm like, for the love of God, if they do Elias versus the Road Dogg, I am done. But thank God they didn't. They did the thing where the Lucha House Party came out. Kalisto played a chord. Guitar shot to Kalisto, man.
It was slightly better. I mean, at least Lucha House Party are current. I do kind of like the reaction when Kalisto started playing Elias. Oh shit, he can play. But you saw the guitar shot coming a mile off.
Oh yeah, when you saw that other guy, hey, let's do a duet, man. Boom.
So obviously Elias is still a heel. I don't know which way they're going to go with it, whether he's going to just face Kalisto or do something with all three of them.
Lucha House Party rules against Elias, man.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I can't see anything for Elias at WrestleMania.
He's going to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle.
If he is, he better win it, even though I think the match is horse shit and doesn't lead to anything.
Fucking Mojo won it 2 years ago, man. Yeah, the hell is... We still don't even know what we're doing with Mojo with that goddamn mirror.
Oh, I don't know and I don't care and I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. But yeah, that's what they're building to. And Luke Harper, by the way, I'm sorry, did you hear about Luke Harper was backstage at SmackDown when, we don't know what they're doing? Are they going to put him and Rowan together with Daniel Bryan?
I can't decide if that would be cool or a step backwards. Because obviously we've seen Harper and Rowan repackaged and repackaged and repackaged. I just kind of like the fact that it's just a duo now with Daniel Bryan and his big bodyguard. Rowan looks bigger than he's ever been with that. I don't know if it's a really, really big shirt or if he has got bigger.
You know what, I got to tell you something? I'm digging at Rowan in this too as well, just because he just makes that great brute, that great bodyguard like you mentioned. And speaking of someone with weight, I mean, did you look at Kevin Owens, man? Looking all good. He's bowling and looks to be returning in a month.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the video he did, and I was just thinking, okay, if he doesn't get a strike, no, he has to get a strike because they would have done several takes to make sure that he got the strike. So how many times has he done that promo? But obviously, it was just a one and done thing. I felt bad for him when he got the gutter ball.
That was
I was just like,
fun.
shit, that would have been a great finish to this promo, and I just fucked it up.
What was the thing I was hearing something about? Who posted an RWT about Kevin Owens versus The Undertaker at Mania?
Oh, I don't know, but I haven't seen that rumor anywhere else. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I mean, Taker's pretty much done, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't want to see that match.
I mean, yeah, I've got no interest in seeing Taker anymore. I just wish he'd retire now. But I don't see him being at WrestleMania because he's completely removed everything WWE related from all of the social media.
You know what that means, right?
Hall of Fame.
And he's probably going to AEW. No,
yeah, and he's going to AEW. Or Impact, because, he had his photo taken with Eli Drake, so that means he's definitely going to Impact, right?
Oh, just for the love of God. These fucking idiots. Could you imagine it at the Impact Zone? Yeah, what's he going to do? Go wrestle Congo Kong? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, it's Undertaker Kamala in 2019. Shut your fucking faces. God damn, these fucking people. Wow. But, yeah, that's what we had. But yeah, Raw, to be honest with you, besides like the main stuff with Becky and all that, it was kind of a mess show. What did you think?
Yeah, it wasn't much to get excited about apart from the Becky segments at the start and right at the end.
And the Revival said yeah and won the tag title.
Yeah, and Revival winning the title was cool. I don't see how it took Becky all night to decide to apologize or give up a WrestleMania match. Hello. Love the interaction with Finn Balor. Obviously, they've got a lot of history between the two of them. And then just, your abs are still awesome, by the way.
I love it.
Yes, they are.
I love it. By the way, speaking of something I love, because we're going to talk a little more SmackDown too, but did you see NXT this week?
I've read the results. I haven't actually watched it yet.
All I'm going to say is, my God, Dominik Dijakovic, Donovan Dijak, good Lord. Good Lord.
What I did read was that, unlike most NXT squash matches, which are pretty, done, this one was pretty competitive.
Oh, the Street Profits against Humberto Carrillo and Stacey Irvin Jr.?
No, Dijakovic and Shane Thorne.
Oh, the Shane Thorne one. I'm sorry, yeah. Dude, they got to do something with Shane Thorne because there's no more Mighty/TM61 because Nick Miller's no longer with the company, so they got to do something with Shane Thorne.
I mean, was he still using the TM61 music and stuff?
Yeah, he was still using that.
Well, that's good, because I love that theme. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Shane Thorne ends up on 205.
And I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, look what they did with Buddy Murphy.
Exactly. You know what it is, too? They got to add more people, too, because they just had Humberto Carrillo, and Humberto's really good. Watching 205 this week, man, I got to say, it actually wasn't bad because you got to see Jack Gallagher and you got to see, against Kalisto. Not Kalisto. Who the fuck are they? Oh, wait. Oh, man, this is terrible. Oh, my God. Who the hell the gentleman Jack Gallagher? Lindsay Dorado. With Lucha House Party anyway. My bad. Tony Nese and Noam Dar actually had a very good no disqualification match that people should definitely check out. It was actually not bad, and Tony Nese got the win.
You know what? It is very easy to confuse them.
Yeah.
They all wear the same kind of masks.
Oh my God.
They all have pretty much the same moveset.
Well, Dash, you gotta also understand, friggin' Nigel McGuinness was ruthless on commentary, talking about, how they're silly, and, Nigel's being the heel, and then he's like, I bet they do sing songs backstage, and then Nigel starts singing La Cucaracha, and I'm like, oh my God. I loved it, but oh my God. I fucking love Nigel McGuinness as the heel commentator. It's amazing. And then Aiden English was doing his thing, which was not bad. But yeah, I mean,
that takes me back to the whole when Jerry Lawler was a great heel commentator back in the late 90s. He was always using stereotypes, especially when it came to midgets.
Exactly. And I think one of the best ones, I still think, I always used to crack up. Chris Benoit, I used to call him Chris Benoit.
You know what? When I first discovered Chris Benoit, I used to think his name was Chris Benoit.
Did you really?
Yeah, because I didn't know you pronounced it differently.
Just call him the Pegasus Kid. There you go. Oh my God! But yeah, that was very funny. But yeah, 205 was not bad. I know you guys don't watch, but somebody has to cover it, which would be me. So it's not bad. It really is not. The placement of it is terrible, man, because it's right after SmackDown, and they had to follow the match, which I'm like, come on.
I think if we had less content, then I'd probably be more inclined to watch 205. I mean, most of the times, the only reason I watch NXT UK is because NXT is only on for an hour and I just can't be bothered to turn it off. So I just end up leaving it on and watching NXT UK as well.
Well, that was not bad this week. They had the NXT, the Invading Phoenix, where we got to see Pete Dunne, Wolfgang, Jenny, and Mia Yim, and we got to see Tony Storm and Rhea Ripley go at it, which was cool.
Yeah. Again, I haven't seen that yet either, but I did see the photos.
Jesus, man. I don't mean to spoil it for you, but I mean...
Oh, no. I've seen stuff about it. I looked it up and everything. Just didn't have time to watch it.
Get the spoiler fucking next week, because we all now know goddamn Velveteen Dream's winning the title.
Or is he?
Oh.
I'm very interested to see if they do go with the what word am I looking for? Swerve ending and have Johnny Gargano retain.
You said it wrong, man. They go for the swerve ending.
Swerve ending. Go for the Russo ending.
Russo ending. Oh my gosh. Now I got to say this. Because we talked about SmackDown, and now we know that Sonya and Mandy are starting first, which that was not a bad match. But I got to ask you, man, what did you think about Shane McMahon? You dig Shane McMahon's TV with the Usos, man?
I was just about to bring that up. I actually enjoyed it. I like that they're really building this relationship between Shane and Miz, and like they were really playing off each other. You know, especially when they were doing the cheap pop with the crowd. Shane with the comebacks to the Usos. It was a pretty good segment, to be fair to him.
Now, I don't want to see this, but I did see the exclusive before SmackDown where Rusev and Nakamura and Lana's trying to get them on the same page. So I'm thinking to myself, they could either go two ways with this. They could have the Usos win, and that sets up Miz and Shane for Mania, which yay. Or they could have Shane and Miz somehow retain, and then they wind up finding Rusev and Nakamura at WrestleMania. Rusev and Nakamura win the tag titles, and then Miz turns on him at Mania.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's kind of strange because the more they're building the relationship, the less likely it's looking that he is going to turn on him.
I know, but I don't. You know them because they like to get that swerve.
Yeah, and you know the Miz can't be trusted.
Can't be trusted. Yep.
I don't even know which one I'd prefer. I'm not really interested in seeing Miz versus Shane.
Mm-hmm.
If they keep building this relationship the way they are, then I guess I wouldn't mind them in a tag match at Mania.
Well,
Maybe that's the lesser of two evils.
oh yeah. Well, what do you call Rusev and Nakamura now as a tag team?
Nakam Nakamashka.
Nakamashka. Yes. Nakamashka. Oh, but yeah, that was a friggin' strange bedfellows out of nowhere. Fucking, he turns on him a couple days later, and the whole R-Truth thing. Well, that's the thing. Where the hell's R-Truth? He's the United States champion.
No, probably in friggin' Connecticut again. Took another vacation for winning the title. Oh yeah, they fucked it up because Carmella's busy with Naomi now, so I guess she's not hanging around with Truth much. You can't break up Truth and Carmella.
You cannot break up the dance break.
Oh, don't put the three of them together, jeez.
Oh, you get to see it now. Bring it to the floor. Feel the glow.
Oh, the fabulous Truth glow.
The fabulous.
No, don't do this to me.
I gotta say, I've been enjoying Daniel Bryan's promos. You know,
Oh, he does great.
Friggin', talking about how they're all fickle. It's horrible, and he will likely shorten his career. The Elimination Chamber match. He does not want to be called the martyr. I gotta say, he's really channeling in that American Dragon, and I love it.
Yeah. An American Dragon married with a super uber vegan. It's crazy.
It is. I love it, man. And I mean, there wasn't really much to talk about SmackDown because technically speaking, dude, besides McMiz TV and these promos and all that, we only legit had 2 matches on the show.
Well, yeah. Also, I mean, I said last week or the week before, relax, it's only been 2 weeks, but come on, really now, where's Asuka?
That too. Well, who the hell are they going to put her against at Mania? Because
this is the problem. They should have just put Charlotte against Asuka.
But they know we got to get the triple threat in.
We got to get the triple threat on Raw and completely ignore the SmackDown title.
Which, I'm just looking at this, I'm like, what friggin' heel are they going to put her against? And I'm still booking my theory of put her against Mandy Rose because they're pushing Mandy Rose to the moon.
Do it. Corey would lose his absolute mind if Mandy Rose got a title shot.
And if she won it, oh my god.
If she wins it, that announce table is rising.
Well, good Corey will be rising somewhere else too. My goodness. No, I think the best was last week. She pointed at me. She pointed at me.
Oh, speaking of the Women's Chamber, I got really tired of seeing the same backstage promos on both shows this week.
Yeah, with the Iconics and all. Yeah, I feel you. I mean, the Iconics, I kind of like because they're hugging, and you could tell these are legit best friends, obviously, that love each other, and you want to kind of see them win, but they're so annoying as these Mean Girls heels, which is beautiful because that's what it's supposed to be. Mandy and Sonya, whatever, and Naomi and Carmella, whatever. Then you look at the Raw side and the Riot Squad, the whole thing with them is cool. Then the others were fine too.
Die for her.
Yeah, exactly. I would die for it. I loved it. I loved the dedication. And Nia, what was with Nia and Tamina? Nia was talking and Tamina's trying to talk over her. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, she wasn't letting her speak at all.
Yeah, way to go, Nia. And I mean, Bayley and Sasha. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Well, we'll get to our predictions in a sec, but still, Bayley and Sasha. Yeah, I know you love each other. You were the plain Janes in NXT, and just whatever.
I do kind of like seeing a little more ferocity out of Bayley recently.
Well, I think that's what helps too, because she can't always be huggy and just all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to see more ruthless out of her.
This is the kind of Bayley we probably should have seen when she was women's champion and stuff. Less of the huggy, more of the kicky assy.
Huggy, kicky assy. I like that. I like that. It's very true. That is very true. But yeah, I mean, that was. Besides Kofi, Tuesday Night Kingston. That's what we're calling now. TNK.
Tuesday Night Kingston. I'm waiting for the T-shirt.
Yes. Now I got to ask you before we even get into predictions. There's one other thing that we haven't talked about yet.
Wait a minute. Let me see if I can think what it was. No, I can't think what it is.
RVD and Sabu.
Oh, please.
United we stand. They're taking on the Lucha Brothers.
Why would you book Sabu in 2019?
Well, I could understand Rob Van Dam. I get that, but Sabu.
You know what I don't get as well is obviously over the past couple of years, Sabu's been a bit of a dick. Both to indie promoters, to fans, to fellow wrestlers, to people like Jim Ross, and everybody has called him a dick and every name under the sun. But now he's going to have a match in Impact. Oh my God, it's Sabu!
God. Well, yeah, I think what was the last thing he said? He used the F word, and I'm not talking about fuck, I'm talking about the other F word. And I'm just like, this guy, he's just such a dick. Rob Van Dam, well, they're like, we're going to have extreme moments. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, well, I was thinking it was going to be like somebody going against Johnny, whatever my name is today, Impact, for the title. But no, it wasn't. It was going to be this tag match. I'm like, extreme. I'm like, oh, God, they're bringing back Rob Van Dam. And then sure enough, it's Rob Van Dam. But Sabu, I didn't get, but all right, because Rob Van Dam and Sabu for what we've seen in ECW and blah 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 blah. I'm like, but Sabu looks like shit. Rob Van Dam, all right. Last time we saw Rob Van Dam in WWE, what was that, like 2013, 2014?
2014, yeah.
Okay, and last time we saw him in Impact was 2012, something like that. I'm thinking.
Yeah. Oh wait, maybe it was 2013 then, because he left Impact and went straight to WWE.
And he went to Money in the Bank, man. Yes, That's right. That was 2013. Okay. Sabu, we haven't seen on TV since the EV 2.0 days, which is like, what, 2011 with that company? Oh, but yeah, just at least Rob Van Dam is still out there. I don't know who wants to.
I hope Sabu doesn't bring the Jeannie Stifler's mum with him.
Oh, Melissa Coates?
Yeah.
I like Melissa Coates. I can't say nothing bad about Melissa Coates.
I know, but every time I see her, I just think that's Stifler's mum.
Melissa Coates does have the yes, that's true. Oh my God, I'm blanking on her name for a second. What the hell was the woman that played Jennifer Coolidge? Coolidge. She does kind of have that Jennifer Coolidge vibe about her because she's a bodybuilder, and she was actually in WWE developmental for a brief time.
Yeah.
We've actually seen her on pay-per-view. So here's the thing. Remember Backlash 2005? Obviously, Backlash 2005.
Yeah.
Okay. So when Chris Masters did the Master Lock Challenge, she was the woman that took the Master Lock Challenge.
Yeah.
But they had her like wearing a hat, so you thought it was a guy, but then the hat comes off, and then you realize it's a woman. Yeah, but she's still doing the thing, Melissa Coates.
The 2019 audience would love that.
Oh my God, yeah. But yeah, I don't want to see Sabu. Well, she'll probably bring the Genie. Well, a lot of fans are like, oh, they'll bring back Bill Alfonso.
No.
But they'll probably, I mean, it'd be a coup, but I like Bill Alfonso with the whistle. But, I mean, it's a one-time thing, and people are still losing their minds. And it's not more Rob Van Dam. I think it's just the fact, like, why, like you mentioned, why the fuck are you booking Sabu?
Yeah. I mean, last time we saw Fonzie was in EV 2.0.
That's true. But I mean...
Jeez, the guy is...
old?
He's in his 60s. I think he's early 60s. 61.
Okay. Well, all right. And okay, how old is? I gotta look. How old is how the hell old is Sabu now?
I'm not sure. I want to know.
Okay.
He's 54.
Sabu, yeah, 54. Rob Van Dam. How old's Rob Van Dam now?
I think Rob's still in his 40s. Well, early 40s.
Well, his girlfriend is on that WoW now. Have you actually checked out WoW yet? That's on Access TV.
Wow.
Women of Wrestling.
No.
It's not bad, man. Good.
Van Dam is 48. Wow.
Okay. Yeah, all right. He still looks all right, though. I mean, his girlfriend is on WoW. Her name is Chloe Hertz. Her real name's Katie Forbes. It's actually not bad because it's like, okay, because Tessa Blanchard's on the show, Santana Garrett. The guy behind WoW is David McLean, the guy that was behind Glow, the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. Jade. Not Jade. I'm sorry. Where the fuck did Jade come from? Fire. Not Mia Yim. Fire, who is Kiera Hogan in Impact. And I'm like, I watch her on WoW, and then I watch her on Impact, and that is fucking night and day, dude. That is fucking night and day. Because I'm like, she's so like cool, and there's more personality here. Then you watch her on Impact, and it's like, oh my God, Allie, come back, because they're still doing the goddamn thing with Sue Young, Rosemary, and Allie, trying to get the the demon out of Allie.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and Tesla's not bad. Santana Garrett's the champ. Amber O'Neal's on there as the Beverly Hills Babe. Who the hell else is on there that's not bad? But there's a lot of great talent there. Jessica Havoc is on there, which when I think of Jessica Havoc, I instantly get mad because I think of Sammy Callahan. And well,
Mm.
yeah. So, and it's not bad though. It's very Glow-esque, but it's actually kind of cool.
Mm. So one last thing before we get on to Elimination Chamber. Not that I really care, but there's been a bit of a shake-up in the cast of Total Divas.
Oh, Sonya Deville.
Yeah, Rusev and Lana are out. Again, don't really care.
Well, Mandy Rose was on Total Divas, so I mean, we'll see more Mandy Rose, which I know Corey Graves right now is just spinning just because the fact that we get to see more Mandy Rose now on Total Divas. But I mean, Sonya Deville, we get to see her with Seth Rollins' ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I mean, what's this, like a milestone because it's the first ever lesbian on Total
I was just thinking that they're probably going to be the first lesbian couple on Total Divas.
Which cool. Like I like Sonya Deville. I think she works very hard. I've been a fan since Tough Enough, so that's cool with me, man. Yo,
But again, not interested in the show.
Eva Marie may be coming back, man.
Jeez, please no.
What?
They'll be like bringing her on SmackDown, going, "Here we go, she's finally making her debut." Wow, jeez.
Well, she at least defended, WWE against the porn stuff.
Yeah, she did. I mean, obviously she's going to because she came from the industry, but that still doesn't mean she's any good in that industry.
Well, she sucks, and she almost killed Carmella with that slice for number 2. I will never forget that. She almost killed poor Carmella. But yeah, and I mean, if she gets better and actually takes it seriously,
I think she should probably go on the indies first before coming back to WWE.
Well, that Brian, that's the only thing. I love Brian Kendrick as, but yeah.
Even Kendrick couldn't teach her.
Kendrick cannot teach that woman. And I think her husband is also the problem because her husband has like a big mouth.
Oh, yeah. Very big mouth.
John, fucking dickhead. Like, let her take the fucking suspension. She got suspended. Don't try to, like, call WWE and get involved, you cocksucker. Fuck you. I don't even know where that came from, but yeah, fuck you, John. Fuck you. Because she got suspended the same time as Berto Pero. And how'd that work out for him?
Oh, he still thinks he's coming back to WWE.
Dude, I'll be honest with you.
Everything's cool with me and Triple H. I'll be back someday. No, he won't.
When you challenged him and the Usos to fight you at the cantina that you work at.
Yeah, you dick.
You dick. Fucker.
Also dragged Paige through the mud.
Yeah.
And, she's pretty high up in WWE in a minute.
Well, I gotta say this because Paige had her problems too, obviously, but still.
Yeah, but she owned them.
Oh yeah, and they both ruined each other, which was ridiculous. Just her being in that relationship with him was just so bad.
I said throughout the whole relationship that it was toxic.
It was very toxic, man. And did you see that came out? What Paige was like filming her mother, like going in front of the mirror. Did you see that video? So it came out like, "Is this a deleted scene from Fighting with My Family?" It's her and Soraya. And she's like covering herself with pillow. Okay, I got to send you this video.
I missed that, but I did see an interview with the whole cast of Fighting with My Family.
Dude, that movie, I want to see that so bad.
Ah, yeah, me too. There was a bit when they were talking to Florence Pugh, who plays Paige, and she said, "Yeah, there's so many videos of Paige," and Paige just kind of looked at the camera like,
I bet there is so many.
Brilliant.
Jesus. And by the way, can I also add something else to that? Fuck Brad Maddox.
Yep
is right. Fucking Brad Maddox.
So, Elimination Chamber. It's one of those pay-per-views where there's not that much buzz around it, so it'll probably turn out to be pretty good.
Agreed. And, well, you know what it is, too? Because the pay-per-views are so close together. Then early March, we have Fastlane.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, enough with all these close pay-per-views.
Enough already. Jeez. You don't need 2 pay-per-views before WrestleMania, especially if they're dual branded now.
Exactly, man.
Okay, so let's kick it off with what's probably going to be on the kickoff show: Buddy Murphy and Akira Tozawa for the Cruiserweight Championship.
I think it's gonna be good, but I think I'm just gonna say it right now, Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, I mean that's the go-to response whenever it comes to a Cruiserweight title match these days. Buddy Murphy retains. He's never going to lose the title. He's going to go on a Pete Dunne run.
Well, he's so good as the champ. Like, can you really take it off him? I know Tozawa. Well, Tozawa was great in the contracts then because he's like, I beat the so-called king of the cruiserweights. I think I could beat you, buddy. And I'm just like, well, he did. He did beat Neville. He did beat Neville, so we got a Neville mention. Aria Daivari even gave the mention to, I was a sidekick for a wannabe wrestler. I think we know who he was talking about. How you doing? So that cracked me up. But still, I think the whole Tozawa and Buddy Murphy contract signing was fine this week on 205 Live. But I'm just sitting there and I'm like, yeah, Buddy Murphy is so holding this belt till Mania. He is so holding this belt till Mania. So Buddy Murphy. But it's going to be good.
Yeah. Obviously, they had some great chemistry at the Rumble match. Well, not the Rumble match, in the Rumble. You know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're trying to say. The Fatal 4-Way match was
That's
good.
That's the one, yeah. On the Rumble kickoff.
Well, yeah, and you knew Hideo was on his way out.
Yeah.
And now that brings me to my thing. You think now? Could you imagine if Hideo Itami is Cody Rhodes' opponent?
Ooh.
I just put something in your mind there, man.
Yeah, Cody versus Kenta.
I like that. I like that a lot. No, I mean, why not? I mean, or he could go back to Noah, but still, I think he would be fine with AEW. I think so. Cody.
I mean, to be honest, as everybody pretty much noticed, he wasn't in the best shape at the Rumble.
Yeah.
So maybe he won't be anywhere for a few months.
Who knows? Well,
you can understand because he was just frustrated and he didn't give a fuck in WWE anymore.
Well, I think the bloom was off the rose because, well, he got hurt and he came back. Then they put him on the main roster. He broke Kendrick's nose and orbital bone, which, wow. And then they banned the GTS. He couldn't use the GTS anymore. And then he kind of just, they put him on 205 and he went,
All right. Yeah, just because neither of us give a fuck. Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin.
For the love of God, end it. For the love of God, end it, man. Just fucking end it. I said this the last time when we had Finn and Baron Corbin on every fucking pay-per-view. I said it back in 2017, 2016, when Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin were fighting each other on the pre-show, the main card, over here, over there. Just fucking end it. I'm going to go Braun Strowman in that note.
Yeah. Hopefully a squash match so we just get it over with.
Oh, sorry. And I like Baron Corbin because I still remember when he was killing people in a matter of seconds in NXT. We go back to those days, man. But It's just then they bring him to the main roster. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner, U.S. champion in the high-profile matches, and now he's just fucking annoying.
I think it all went downhill for Corbin when he had the no DQ match with what's his name?
What, in NXT?
Yeah.
Oh, was it Bull Dempsey?
Dempsey, yeah. And it was a no DQ match, and it wasn't very no DQ. It was just basically another squash match.
Yeah, that was when he also fought Rhino around that time when Rhino was in NXT. Yeah. I remember. Oh, my God. So I'm going to tell you this right now. I look at Baron Corbin and I see that. Well, also went downhill when he friggin' lost Money in the Bank in a matter of seconds.
Oh, yeah.
To gender. Don't hinder him. So, I mean, yeah. But I just want Braun to kill him. So I think you and I both can agree Braun Strowman.
Let's remember, of course, so it is no DQ and there's a possibility of Drew McIntyre getting involved.
I fucking hate it. Actually,
but then you got Kurt Angle, yeah.
Yeah, you got Kurt Angle. Yeah, I'm still going to go with Braun, man. So what do you think the match is for Mania? Braun and Drew or Angle and McIntyre?
Hopefully neither.
Where's the heat with Kurt Angle?
Kurt seems to be slowing down. I'm looking a little stiff.
He's also 50.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's kind of getting to that point now where, maybe he's not the same guy he used to be.
True. And by the way, there's actually good kind of that because I bet Kurt Angle's stiff. He's got a hot freaking wife, man. Have you seen Kurt Angle's wife? My God. He went from Karen, who's still hot, but who's now with Jeff, and he went to Giovanna. It's like, way to upgrade, Kurt. Yeah, you go. It's true. It's true. So, yeah, I bet Kurt Angle is stiff. So, that's horrible. But, yeah, I bet Kurt Angle's stiff. Well, as far as this, anyway, if I could be serious for a minute, Kurt Angle.
You suck. No, you do.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yes. So Kurt. So Kurt Angle. Yes, he is slowing down, and I mean, we did see the match with Corbin on Raw, which meh.
Yeah.
Meh. I'm just saying because they could do a thing where Kurt Angle gets his win back on McIntyre at Mania, or they finally have Braun kill Drew. I'm kind of like whatever about this whole thing, but I do see Kurt Angle getting involved and McIntyre, so that's why I'm still going to go Braun. How about you? Are you still going to go Braun, or are you going to go Corbin? You want to switch it last minute?
Oh, no, I'm still going Braun.
Okay, good.
I'm just thinking about the WrestleMania match now and how it leads into that.
Hey, we thought we were originally going to get Kurt Angle and Jason Jordan at Mania, but unfortunately Jason Jordan can't wrestle anymore.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, shame.
And it is a shame. And I miss doing Dad. Put me in the match, Dad. Dad. They took me out.
I did my homework, Dad.
Work, Dad.
All right, let's go to the Intercontinental Championship, which is a handicap match between Finn Balor against Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush. We did mention it earlier. I think it'll be similar to The Rock and Booker T and Shane McMahon, but with a different result this time. So I definitely see Lashley doing all the damage and then Lio Rush pinning Finn Balor.
I'm still going to say Lashley retains and him and Leo win. So pretty much, I liked also the back of the shirt. I think, what does the shirt say now? Because they do the Lashley as the merch, like what Leo says. I think the back says it's Lashley, not Ashley, which I'm like, I could see somebody calling Bobby Lashley Ashley, but okay. But, I like Bobby Lashley. And you know what it is, too, with Finn Balor? I think it's just because he's been losing. He's been losing to Brock, and he's just, I don't know what the hell that they're doing with Finn Balor, like you mentioned, and Finn Balor's kind of like stuck in limbo. So
yeah, well, I mean, he had all that momentum going into Royal Rumble, and then loses to Brock like everybody does, and then boom, that's it, momentum gone.
Well, yeah, he friggin' just does all these moves. He does the dive. He hits the coup de grace. What is with the coup de grace, Michael Cole? It's the coup de grace, not the coup de grace. Whatever. Michael fucking Cole. But so he does all that, and then he just gets locked in the Kimura and taps out. That's it. That's why I hated that finish, because it's just out of nowhere Kimura, that's it.
It's a silent S, Cole.
Silent S. Fucking. Yeah, so that match, and then, he's just been whatever, man, and it sucks. But yeah, I still got to go Bobby Lashley. In a way, I kind of don't care about this. Do you care about this, really?
Not really.
That's what I'm saying. It kind of is just like meh to me. My favorite word, man, meh. So I think
I gotta put in the belt on Lashley was a bit random. I don't see Finn winning it just because he doesn't seem to win matches.
Well, think of it this way. It's Bobby Lashley's first championship in 13 years. Do you remember the last title he held?
Unfortunately, yes.
At December to Dismember, ECW Championship. Can I tell you my dad? Okay, you want to hear a brief funny story before we get back to this? Because this has to do with Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. As everybody was mad, I wasn't mad that Bobby Lashley at the time won the title because they just moved him over to ECW. I think a lot of people are mad because they wanted CM Punk to win, which he should have won. I'm just saying. But CM Punk should have won and he got eliminated early. But I think my dad wanted a refund like a lot of people because it's like, they ended the pay-per-view at 10:15. I'm like, yeah, they ended the pay-per-view at 10:15. Yes, they did. 2 hours and 15 minutes of bullshit. That's what the fuck that pay-per-view was. The only good match was the Hardys and Eminem. Everything else was fucking shit. Even the Chamber, which still...
The Extreme Elimination Chamber.
Fucking what the hell was so goddamn extreme about that thing, man? Like that match was just dog shit. And then you got fucking Big Show who was on the out after that, and then Paul Heyman left and
Oh,
fucking good.
you just reminded me. You know the backstage interviews we were talking about with the women in the chamber match,
Yeah.
and Sonya says, "Have you been thrown onto that grate? We know what it feels like. It's padded now, Sonya."
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's not steel anymore.
Like it's been, they kind of padded it now, so I mean it's still gonna hurt, but it's kind of but still.
But I mean, it was padded when she was in it. So where's she getting that from?
Whatever. I think she's having flashbacks to the old Elimination Chamber. Oh, goddamn.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, but yeah, I gotta go Bobby Lashley and Lee.
So tag team championships, the best tag team in the world versus the Usos.
You dig. It's Shane McMahon with the you dig. Uso penitentiary. Just the double super kicks. Ugh. Well, I'll let you go first. Do you think that there's going to be a title change?
No. I definitely see them taking the belts into Mania. Who against? I have no idea.
Nakamachka.
Yeah, I mean that's one possibility. There's just no clear direction unless it's a rematch with the Usos.
Sanity.
Oh God, we're never going to see Sanity.
I'm just saying.
They're going to retire in the darkness.
Gallows and Anderson? No. I don't even know what the hell that they're going to do. Oh, here it is. Bring back the Colognes.
I mean, maybe they should have saved this Usos feud for Mania.
I agree. You going to no-sell me on the Colognes?
Yes.
Jesus. I was trying to get a reaction, but yeah, the Colognes. I like how they just come out of mothballs. I know. Oh, by the way, yeah, the Colognes still work here, so let's put them in the Survivor Series match.
You know what I did? You know when somebody's against Samoa Joe and they go to do a moonsault and he just walks away? That's what I did.
That is one of my
Colognes with a moonsault.
Oh my God. That's still one of my favorite spots. The first time I saw him do that in Ring of Honor, and then when he did it in TNA at the beginning against Sanjay Dutt, where he just walks away. I just love it because it's so nonchalant. He just walks away, lets him crash and burn. That's so fucking awesome.
That's so Joe.
It's Joe's gonna fucking kill you. But yeah, so with this match, I'm kind of thinking that because they're pushing Usos, what would they be, like the 6-time, 7-time champs if they win?
I don't know. Let me think. Usos. So they won the WWE tag titles twice, SmackDown 3 times. So yeah, it'd be the 6th time.
Okay. Well, they've been pushing that, so I'm kind of thinking the Usos are going to take the belts, but we shall see. So you're gonna say Miz, the greatest tag team in the world, that is Miz and Shane McMahon.
Yeah, I'm saying Miz and Shane retain, take the titles into WrestleMania, maybe lose them and then break up, or maybe retain them and just keep on going. Because you don't want to let Miz's dad down.
That is true. Don't let Miz's dad down. You're kind of got me.
Also, Shane's going to be in NCIS.
I heard
that.
Random. That's cool. I like that.
I didn't know Shane could act.
I was about to say, man, are we going to see a Shane O'Mac shuffle in the NCIS?
He's going to be a witness. That's what happened, you dig?
That's what happened, you dig. I was waiting for him to say, we want the gold sucker, challenging his inner Booker T, but didn't say, Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, N-word. He was challenging his inner Booker T. We want the gold sucker, you dig?
I hope in NCIS Shane is part of some gang and he brings in the Mean Street Posse.
Oh, Rodney, Gas, Joey Abs, the whole nine. Remember
the whole thing with Joey Abs and Stephanie?
Yes.
Wow.
He hates Matt Hardy still to this day, Joey Abs?
Yep.
Oh, that was brutal. Joey Abs and Matt Hardy. Anyway, I gotta go, dude. You know what? You kind of convinced me. I'm gonna say Miz and Shane McMahon.
Yeah. I never thought I'd say it, but they're on a bit of a run right now.
Well, I think it'll be very competitive, but I think there's something like the Usos will slip on a banana peel or something will happen, and then Miz or Shane. Dude, you think Shane will do that shooting star press again?
No, I think he'd save that for Mania.
All right, but yeah, I mean, something's gonna happen where I think like because like they're shocked, everybody'll be shocked. Like there'll be like a shock finish and they'll win. It'll be like, oh my god, they still retain, something like that. So I can see that too. So yeah, I'm gonna go Miz and Shane.
I can see maybe Shane getting beat down and then Miz just comes out of nowhere with a skull crushing finale.
That's true. We shall see though. I mean, Shane McMahon's living the dream, man. He wanted to be tag champ.
Yeah.
He's living the dream. Do you realize that this is the third belt in history that Shane McMahon has held in WWE history?
European...
Hardcore?
Hardcore? Yeah, hardcore. Yeah.
Dude, the iconic moment with Steve Blackman falling off the SummerSlam set.
Of course, yes.
Ugh.
I just always remember him as European champion.
Yes. Friggin' out of his mind with the hardcore title. I still remember that with Blackman. He's running, getting beat down. They climb up there, and then he just, boom, that friggin'...
Shane was an absolute kamikaze back in the day.
I think when you see him now, it's just... Well, what is it like when you see him now and he's doing the elbows and, the coast-to-coast and all that? What does it look like to you? Did back in the day.
I mean, mostly he's not the same as he was, obviously, 20 years ago, but when he goes for coast-to-coast or the elbow, it's still so freaking smooth.
It is. It is. And I think he's in great shape, too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, Miz and Shane. You're convincing me on this, Daz. I gotta go Miz and Shane.
It's not always good when I convince people to change their predictions.
That is true. Well, you've worked out because you kick our asses at these predictions sometimes. I think I've only won like a couple of these predictions. It's just either you or Kenny that kicks our ass.
Courtney did very well on the Rumble, but then kind of slipped up at the end. She was almost getting a full house until we got to, I think it was the last two matches. That's
true, yeah. Well, of course she's going to pick... Well, we all love Courtney. We love you, Switch Babe. But you knew she was going to pick Finn Balor. Come on.
Yeah.
She's so... you got to love the dedication.
Yeah, of course. Somebody has to.
Yes. Much better.
All right. I don't want to do both chamber matches back to back, so we'll do the women's. Okay. So let's see what we've got in this for the first ever WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. We've got Nia Jax and Tamina, the Riot Squad, Fire and Desire, the Iconics, and Bayley and Sasha, and then we've got the Fabulous Glow.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be the Fabulous Glow.
Nah, I think they'll be the first ones out.
I don't think it's going to be the Iconics.
No, I would love for it to be the Iconics, but I don't think it's going to be.
I think it's either going to be Nia and Tamina, the Riot Squad, Mandy and Sonya, or Bayley and Sasha. Are you going to go with the feel good that it's going to be Bayley and Sasha?
No.
Okay.
If I was being very predictable, I would go with that. But I'm going for a swerve and the Riot Squad.
Now, you see...
Because obviously Ruby's not going to beat Ronda, so they got to come away with something.
And Nia and Tamina...
Again, too obvious.
I don't think it's Mandy and Sonya. Maybe.
Yeah. Either of the former... Remember when we had the whole women factions on both sides? I think it'll definitely be one of those two.
You know what? I was going between the three-way of Nia and Tamina, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, and Mandy Rose and Sonya. Now, I know if Amir was here, Amir would be drinking that bath water and saying Nia all the way. If Ember Moon was in this, he'd still have the cup. You know what I'm saying? You have the cup. You have a little potion there with the Ember's bath water. You know. That's why we love Amir. Says how he feels.
Amir's making a vat out of this match.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
It's going to be a shit mix.
The shit mix? No, we just got off the poop, man.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
$5 for poop. Are you out of your fucking mind? Anyway,
$10 for bathwater.
$10 for bathwater. Yeah, we'll throw you the WWE Network with a side of bathwater. There you go. Could you imagine if something like that happens?
Oh, no, that's gross. Available in all different colours.
Available in all different colours.
It depends how long the water's been there.
Yes.
Okay.
This is going downhill.
Damn you, Amir.
Damn you, Amir. So, oh God, then we could start the dark horse and say, "Damn you, Kirkendall." Jeez. Oh my God. Whew. Okay, so the winner. I'm gonna go Riot Squad too.
All right.
I think
Nia and you on that one as well.
Yeah, and I mean, well, Nia and Tamina, and I think Bayley and Sasha, like you mentioned, were like the obvious choices if it was a heel or a babyface team. So let's give it to Liv and Sarah. Let's give it to Liv and well, Sarah's not really doing the whole, I like hunting anymore. So I mean, that's kind of good to see.
Yeah, she had that look when Liv went, "I would die for it," and Sarah's like, "You ain't no rabbit."
You ain't no rabbit. What is she? Of mice and men, you got to tend to rabbits. Who's she, Lenny? Good Lord, man. But yeah, let's go with the Riot Squad.
I get to pet the rabbit. Spoiler alert for everybody in English class right now.
Oh my God, I remember Tend the Rabbits. Yes, friggin' freshman year we had to read that book and watch the movie. Oh my God, it's still an iconic movie. Now I have to ask you: is that a hidden gem? Not a hidden gem. I'm sorry. Is that a screen gem for you and Butcher in the future of Mice and Men?
Absolutely, it's a great film.
Absolutely. All right. Yeah, I just gave you guys a future screen gem right there. Nice.
I love. I saw a meme a couple of years ago that was absolutely savage. And it was like a high school edition of Mice and Men, and somebody wrote on the front page, spoiler alert by the people, by the way, George shoots Lenny at the end. Savage.
Savage is right. But yeah, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan for the win, brother.
Yeah. All right. We don't really need to talk about this one. It's pretty much an obvious result. Ronda Rousey, Ruby Riott for the Raw Women's Championship. Obviously, Ronda has to win.
I was about to say, do we really have to predict this match?
Not really. I mean, it'll be a pretty good match, but yeah, there's no way Ronda's walking away without the title.
No way that Ruby Riott's winning the belt. I mean, it's going to be very good, and I've been wanting to see this for a while, and I'm glad that we're going to get a chance to see it. But Ruby's tapping out to that armbar. Ronda.
Yeah.
Help me, Ronda. Do you like the fact that Becky calls her Ron now?
Ron or Ronnie?
Ronnie. That reminds me. You know the Four Seasons? Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons. Ronnie. I'll go away because you were my favorite son. Channeling my inner Jersey boy, man.
Speaking of which, by the way, I love the sing-alongs that you're doing with Alicia too.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. For the love of God. Well, dude, music and wrestling, come on. I'll talk about that at the end when we do the plugs, but yes. How do you not, man? Like, come on. There's so much good music out there. All right, now, anyway, let's get back to the pay-per-view. I'll talk about that at the end.
Okay, so main events. Obviously, the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship. The new Daniel Bryan defending against AJ, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, and Kofi Kingston. Now, on the flip of what happened on SmackDown, I would not be surprised if Kofi gets eliminated first, because they like to fuck us over like that.
I gotta tell you, man, I was gonna say SOS. I hear them shouting. I wanted to see him go like the distance in this one too, but yeah, like you mentioned, Kofi does well, and then he's the first eliminated. It's kind of like CM Punk. They're pushing him so far, and he's the first eliminated in the chamber.
Yeah. Either that, or he eliminates Samoa Joe and just enrages Joe.
I could see them doing again like he did in the gauntlet, yeah.
But
I don't
see anybody winning it but Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, it's got to be Daniel Bryan. Randy Orton, hell no. Jeff Hardy, and I like Randy Orton, but I'm just tired. I'm like, we get it. The RKO comes out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? The RKO comes out of nowhere. No Randy Orton. Kofi, no. Jeff Hardy, no. I'm sorry, and I like Jeff, but no. Samoa Joe, no. I mean, I want Joe, but I don't see Joe winning it as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's either going to be Daniel Bryan or AJ Styles, and I think AJ Styles is not going to have the belt going into Mania. It's got to be Daniel Bryan. He's hot right now, and you know what? You know what would happen if he would lose, and then everybody starts cheering, and everybody starts booing too. You know what that would be?
No.
Fickle.
Feckle, of course it would be.
Feckle. So I gotta go DB, Daniel Bryan. He's in my fave 5 to retain the WWE Championship.
Only problem is, of course, we still have no idea who Bryan would be defending against at Mania because there's no clear path.
Oh, you know who he's facing at WrestleMania. Come on.
I really don't. Oh, please, no.
I hope not, but you can see them going that route. Somebody bring back Nikki.
Although it would be cool to see Daniel Bryan beat Cena clean again.
Again, yes. You're just going to no-sell somebody bring back Nikki.
I'm definitely not selling that motherfucker.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yo, and you know what it is, too? I even cringe when I see it because the commercials you see for Total Bellas, and she's like, I'm living my best life, and I'm single. Woo! Like, fuck you, Nikki Bella. Nobody cares.
No, basically, you're sleeping around and drinking every night.
Pretty much.
That's what that shows me.
Well, pretty much Brie Mode. I mean, I can at least take Brie Bella because she's got a kid, and her and Daniel Bryan are living the good life and, being their hippity-dippity selves, which is cool. Hippity-dippity selves. Jesus.
Put in the hippie and hippity.
Hippity. Oh, hey now. He's probably getting that hippity-dippity, you lucky SOB, you. With this show, really, it's just a lot of sexual innuendos. It just, wow. Poop and sexual innuendos with the show today. Jesus. So, I mean, it's going to be really good to see this whole thing. And I'm going to tell you right now, Daniel Bryan, and I don't want to see Cena, but you could imagine them having him face fucking bald-headed Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Daniel wins again clean, but yeah, still Daniel Bryan all the way.
But then, of course, what do you do with AJ, Orton, Joe?
Battle Royal, man.
Put them all in the Battle Royal.
Put them all in the Battle Royal.
You know what? I'd be happy with a fatal 4-way. Bryan, AJ, Orton, Joe at Mania.
That'd be cool. I mean, it beats the Cena route.
Yeah. Only question, of course, is will Ali be cleared in time for Mania?
And also, I just want to hear that theme song. I'ma go hard, I'ma go hard, I'ma go hard, I'ma go hard. I gotta say, I love the entrance, but you know what also kind of reminds me of? You remember DJ Z in Impact when he used to have that thing?
Yeah.
Doesn't that kind of remind you of that?
Yeah.
But who did it better, DJ Z or Mustafa?
Oh, easily Ali. DJ Z was annoying as fuck.
You know what I gotta say to that? And he almost killed poor Jesse Sorensen.
Oh, I'll never forget that.
Oh. I'm legit watching this, and he does the moonsault, and I watch him hit his knee on his head. I'm like, is he okay? Because I'm watching this. I'm like, he has legit not moved. And then
I got so mad watching that because I kept thinking, why would you tuck your knees in on a moonsault?
Because he's stupid. But yeah, that guy. Well,
and I'm no expert, but nobody tucks their knees in on a moonsault.
Not from many matches I've seen Shawn Michaels do a moonsault, the 1, 2, 3 kid do a moonsault, the Kurt Angle do a moonsault, everybody and their mother do a moonsault. I've never seen anybody tuck their knees like he did.
Brutal.
DJC.
Brutal.
Oh, excuse me. Zima Ion at the time. Sounded like something you order at a club. Give me 2 Zimas. Fuck you. This ain't the 90s.
Yeah, what kind of batteries in that? It's a Zima Ion?
That too. But you know that was the legit first thing I thought of when they announced that his name was going to be Zima Ion, and I'm like the drink from the 90s, like the pussy ass liquor that was in the 90s. Because when you're at a bar, nobody says, "Yo, get me 2 Zimas on that, man." No, they're ordering beer or whatever the fuck. They're not ordering 2 fucking Zimas. That's some pussy shit right there. And I don't mean to make fun of anybody that likes Zimas, but that does not sound hardcore, man. If you're ordering a Zima. No. Okay, now let me ask you, as a fellow UKer, and the pubs and all that good stuff. If I go into the UK and I say, "Get me 2 Zimas," what would happen to me?
2 what?
Well, that, and wouldn't I get my ass kicked?
No, they'd probably ask you how to make it.
I'm just saying, I'm aware of your pubs there in the UK and the badassery, so I'm just saying, man, you don't order that pussified shit. I'm just trying to pertain it back to the toughness that is the UK. I'm showing y'all some love.
I mean, a lot of pubs have kind of like local brews now, so you get like all these taps with these brands that you've never heard of, and it's just like, oh yeah, it's local stuff, and then it tastes like horse piss.
Well, what is the best drink for you guys at the pubs there? Is it just Guinness, or what else is like the good shit for you guys?
Foster's. Everybody drinks Foster's.
Okay. Wait, how do you spell that? I gotta look this up now.
Foster, like, like Foster the people.
Oh, okay, hold on. And it's a drink in the UK?
Yeah, well, it's not from the UK, but that's what everybody drinks.
Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, the Foster's. All right, now I see.
We get a lot of Australian adverts for Foster's. Good day, mate.
Okay, so, Foster's Radler and Foster's Cold. All right, now, see. Oh, yeah, Foster Melbourne since 1888, baby. Okay, all right. I didn't know that. That's cool. See, you learn the cultures. Now I know new beers. Foster. The only thing I know, and here's the thing too. The only thing I know about beers is because every time I would see Zack Ryder, he always have the Bud Light Lime. I'm like, Jesus, man, you really love you some Bud Light Lime, man. or the old Stone Cold IPA.
Oh, we need that stuff.
The Stone Cold IPA. I'm trying to record an award-winning podcast. Goddamn.
I'm trying to do a world-class podcast with Sam fucking Roberts. Never forget that episode.
Fucking awesome. Well, he always gets...
What was it, his neighbor had a lawnmower or something?
They're mowing the goddamn lawn, son, while I'm trying to do my motherfucking podcast. Why'd you turn that shit off, son? Goddamn.
Oh, I love Stone Cold.
Fucking man. Both shows are even good. The clean version, the uncensored version,
yeah.
Both are just funny. Swing a beer for the working man. So yeah, what the hell was the last match we were predicting? Oh yeah, the Chamber.
The main event. Daniel Bryan, easily done.
Okay. What's the other match? We
did them all.
Did we? Oh yeah, I was about to say Brock Lesnar. I'm like, yeah, fucking Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, Brock's not defending his title on a February pay-per-view.
No. Oh yeah, but yeah, that was the Elimination Chamber match, everybody. So Fastlane. What is Fastlane this year? Because I'm looking, right? Fastlane 2019. March 10th. So right, like not even, oh my God. So legit, not even like, how many weeks is that now until we have the next one? Because we're February 14th now. 1, 2, 3, like 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Good Lord. 3 weeks after we have the Fastlane. Why can't we just go to Elimination Chamber and just let it ride? Why do we have to stop at Fastlane? Again.
We're on a fast lane to Mania. Yeah, but you keep making stops for new pay-per-views.
Exactly.
So how is it a fast lane?
Oh, the last year's main event was that 6-pack for the title. That's right, because it was a SmackDown pay-per-view. But I still have bad memories from 2017 because you know what happened in 2017.
Oh yes, unfortunately.
That was Goldberg beating Kevin Owens in 22 seconds.
You know what I've just noticed about Fastlane?
Yes.
They really like having Fastlane in Ohio.
Have they all been
in Ohio? It's like the third time they've been in Ohio. Like the first one was in Memphis, then it was in Cleveland, then it was Milwaukee, then Columbus, and then it's Cleveland again this year.
Yep. But yeah, Fastlane and then Mania. As far as Hall of Fame goes, obviously the Hart Dynasty definitely need to go in as a tandem.
Yeah.
In fact. Who else are you going to get for the Hall of Fame this year? Now, who's the celebrity wing going to be this year, you think? Not Kid Rock.
No. Thingy. Flow Rider.
Nah. Okay, I'm just going to say it, and it should happen. Lemmy.
Yeah, it's way overdue for Lemmy.
Or Regis Philbin. I'd be okay with Regis Philbin. I would be cool with even Cyndi Lauper if we finally get Cyndi Lauper in there.
Yeah, I can't believe she's not in.
I don't get it, but yeah, Cyndi Lauper needs to be in. Who do you think the main attraction is for this year's?
I mean, well, it's been speculated for a year or two that it's either going to be The Rock or The Undertaker.
What do you think, Rock or Taker?
I think Taker would be more likely because obviously it seems like he's not getting back in the ring anytime soon.
Could you imagine that Hall of Fame speech?
Wow. And again, removing all the WWE references and appearing more often now, it seems like he's getting prepared to break character, sort of kind of thing. Which obviously he'd have to do for the speech.
Does he come out as Biker Taker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Biker Taker. Oh.
I'm still pissed that we're not going to get to see one last ABA entrance at Mania.
I know. What was your favorite theme of the Dead Man? Was it the American Badass? Was it Rollin'? Was it the just the instrumental, or You're Gonna Pay, You're Gonna Pay?
I gotta go with Rollin'. Very, very closely followed by You're Gonna Pay.
There's no forgiveness this time. Yes.
Jim Johnston, man.
It's my business, you're mine, you're mine. Oh my God. I'll run these walls to the ground. I could go all day with that.
I mean, American Badass was cool, but
yeah,
it's Kid Rock. I don't hate Kid Rock.
Well, the last year you start to hate Kid Rock.
He's not rock anymore.
He's country.
Yeah, he's country, but he's also kind of become more mainstream, and I don't like when past rock artists become mainstream because it kind of goes soft. But I am pissed at Kid Rock for fucking up the whole American Badass thing for WrestleMania, which they were apparently planning to do.
Oh, okay. Well, that, and also, you know what it is too? Like, I remember, like, when he came out with Bob, with the ball, the bang, the dang, diggy diggy, and Cowboy Baby, and only God knows why. Then he went to American Badass and all that good stuff, and then Cocky and all that good stuff. But once we got to, and I like the song because it's good, but when he started singing, I found your picture today, it's like, you know what direction he's going.
Yeah.
Sat down and cried today. Well, I mean, were you a fan of the Sheryl Crow and him with Picture, or you just kind of knew, like, yeah, he's going in a different direction?
Not a fan.
Not a fan? That's all right. That's okay.
So.
Bring back memories with Kid Rock, man. Jeez. But, yeah, you're right about that, because you see a lot of them go soft with it, too. It's like with Stained. Like, like, I still remember, like, all those hard songs, and all of a sudden, I'm on the outside, I'm looking in. Him and Fred Durst.
Yeah.
Oh. And now he's doing country, too, I think, too. Aaron Lewis with his
Fred
eyebrow.
Durst?
No, not Fred Durst. Aaron Lewis. Not Fred Durst.
What?
You are my favorite motherfucker. I told you. No. Not Fred Durst. Aaron Lewis with his eyebrow piercing.
I don't give a fuck about your generation.
You don't give a fuck about my generation. Yes. Can you imagine Fred Durst doing country? Keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Yes. Fucking country version of Nookie. I did it all for the. Come on.
That is a golden idea.
The country version of Nookie. I did it all for the Nookie. Well, the Nookie. Also, you can take that cookie and stick it over here. We gonna blow this motherfucking boat up. 1, 2, 3, boom.
Oh, I got the best one.
What, good?
I'm a crack addict, son. I see I'm a crack addict.
I'm addicted to certain cause of all-star static. Go here. Fred Durst goes country.
Wow.
Hey, we had the Punk Goes Pop friggin' albums with friggin' what? Oh my God, who was it? Escape the Fate doing Give me your heart, make it real. Oh, let's forget about it. Doing Smooth.
Let's do Fred Durst Goes Country.
God, yeah. Oh, do you? One more thing I gotta mention. Do you remember when friggin' was it Day to Remember that did Nothing Says Hardcore like doing a punk version of Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Well, the whole song was that Since You've Been Gone, and they had that voice that sound like this. Oh my God! And then they get to How Come I Never Hear You Say I Just Wanna Be With You. I'm like, he's singing it completely different the entire way, and then all of a sudden we get to the bridge, and it's like, oh, and I'm like, really?
I say the best rock cover we've had of a pop song is still Seaver doing George Michael.
Yes. Or I was gonna say, how about when Korn did Word Up by Cameo?
But yeah, Seaver absolutely owned that song.
They did, and we got to start using more Seether because they were, I mean, Remedy for SummerSlam, and they Fake It for No Way Out 2008. You're such a fucking hypocrite. Like, I mean, there were so many good Seether songs, and 'cause I'm broken, I'm lonesome. Good times, man. Good times. The Punisher soundtrack. Friggin' Evanescence would Bring Me to Life, and friggin' Everybody's Fool, and they were going under.
Yeah. Well, I mean, apparently they are bringing out a new album this year, so who knows when we get Moss Eva again.
Oh, are they doing a new album this year? That's awesome.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I gotta check that out now. Yeah, man. Just this fucking rock band's just coming back, man. And I mean, so good. So good. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, or were you, so Evanescence, I think, were they under like that new metal genre?
Yeah.
You know that. Okay. Like, I gotta say, some people hate on new metal, but I'm like, don't hate on new metal. There's a lot of good new metal out there.
Yo, motherfuckers. New metal was my childhood.
Look at you just talking about you motherfuckers knew it was because we had a lot of new metal. We had a lot of you see there's but was Linkin Park new metal? Was
yeah,
Linkin Park?
Okay. I would say they were pioneers of new metal.
Okay, yeah, because I was about to say because I knew Linkin Park is rock, but I'm like, would they fall under the new metal genre as well? Which yes,
originally yeah, and then of course they just branched out into all these different genres.
But they're
which is what I loved about them.
Yeah, still the fucking.
I've got to that age. In my day, we had bands like this.
Okay, now I'm gonna be 27, and how old are you now?
29.
Okay, so you and I are both. We're not to hey you kids get off my lawn, but we are in the.
Hey kids, listen to this.
Yeah, we're in that genre, and I think because it's like you see what we have now, and everything's so internet oriented. It's just like fuck off. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're there. We're not to, hey, you kids get off my lawn, but we're like, hey, kids, listen to this.
And that transitions into wrestling as well. When you go, hey, kids, we had Stone Cold, we had The Rock, we had Undertaker.
Yep, absolutely. We had the Attitude Era, and then Vince Russo, bro, will tell you about the Attitude Era, and that it was all him, bro.
That's after he criticizes people for believing in wrestling.
Okay, and this motherfucker who's in his 50s watches fucking Teen Mom on MTV, and he's criticizing everybody.
Really?
Yeah, and he does and I like her, and she's had problems, and she's actually a former wrestler. She had a stroke, actually, not to be honest with you, I think not a lot too long ago. Noel LaGrasso, who was Big Vito's wife, actually used to be an independent wrestler, and actually pretty talented. She wrestled on the Northeast a lot. Big Vito's cool, too, even though, Big Vito in a dress.
Yeah.
Big Vito in a dress. And him and Vince Russo are buddies, but I'm like, her and Vince Russo have a show called Spilling the Tea, and they talk about Teen Mom. And I'm like, you're a 50 grown-year-old man. Now, I understand it from the woman's point of view. If a woman wants to watch Teen Mom, God bless them. But you're a 50-year-old grown man talking about Teen Mom, and you've had people, I guess, from Teen Mom on your show. But I'm just like, you're criticizing wrestling fans when you watch Teen Mom. How fucking hypocritical is that?
God help anybody who watches Teen Mom.
But yeah, Vince Russo talk about, bro, I'd rather watch Teen Mom, bro, and these storylines and the characters. Vince, what is the characters on Teen Mom? It's unfit teens and unfit parents that are fucking up their child's life and who shouldn't have kids. That's the premise of Teen Mom.
Yo, bro, I'm still waiting for Hannah Montana to make a comeback, bro.
Bro, when Billy Ray Cyrus was on Hannah Montana and he was doing what he was doing, bro, they were singing the songs, bro, and in the daytime she was going to high school, bro, and then at night she's singing her songs, bro. You got the best of both worlds, bro. I gotta say, that Hannah Montana, woo.
And then
bro.
They had The Rock and John Cena coming in and they fucked the whole thing up, bro.
Yeah, because they had tied in that wrestling, bro, and everybody knows, bro, that I hate wrestling, bro. I think it's the complete and utter crap, bro, because I don't curse, bro, but I could say crap because that's a minor curse word, bro. And, the whole thing, bro, just bringing in the wrestling, nah, man, no, I want to hear some more Hannah Montana. I hear that Miley Cyrus, bro, can't be tamed, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm going to see you again, bro. Bro. That fucking Hannah Montana. Somebody put on some High School Musical, bro. We're all in this together, bro. Are you shitting me? Get some Disney Channel, bro? In your life, bro?
Mr. Cornette, care to comment? That goddamn son of a bitch motherfucking 50-year-old man watches Teen Mom.
Goddamn stupid motherfucker watching goddamn Teen Mom. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm just sitting here trying to go back to Dairy Queen to order double cheese, double Y, get the burgers, bro. And then he fucking talk about, oh God, he's got me doing it, son of a bitch, bro. Yeah, so I mean, Jim Cornette.
There you go. Flashback to our classic episode. Can you impersonate Jim Cornette?
Fucking awesome, man. That guy. Oh, and you know what's funny? Impact put that match with Stone Rockwell and that fat ass who I don't even remember his name was, that Cornette. It's going on about doing that. Stupid motherfuckers, goddamn, you're so fat. This is what these motherfuckers at Impact think is good. Out of motherfucker dressed like Indiana Jones. What the fuck is this shit? Goddamn. And whatever Drew Cornette was saying, he was going on about Vince Russo. Joey Ryan, you're goddamn cancer of the motherfucking industry. What the fuck do you do besides shake your dick? You remember that goddamn Kenny King, the no good line motherfucker? Just shake your dick himself, working as a motherfucking Chippendale. Didn't give a fuck about the business. Fuck him. You know what he said about Kenny King the whole time?
In case you haven't realised, people, Jim Cornette's a very happy man.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, he legit went on for Kenny King, the way he left Ring of Honor.
Oh, I know, he loves to rant.
Oh, but yeah, because the way he left Ring of Honor to go to Impact, and, well, TNA at the time, when he went to Impact the first time before he was...
Was Cornette still an authority figure in Ring of Honor at the time?
Yes, yeah. Because that was when him and Rhett Titus... The All Night Express beat the world's greatest tag team, Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas. And I think Kenny King was just not listening or just being a dickhead that Kenny King is. And the fact that he... Go ahead.
You just made me realize that a perfect match for WrestleMania.
Go ahead.
The best tag team in the world versus the world's greatest tag team.
Oh, yeah, man. Well,
somebody get Charlie Haas out of hibernation.
Call Charlie Haas out of retirement, please. Shelton, give him a call. Yeah, there you go. But I mean, yeah, just the whole thing with Kenny King, because like legit, he was a Chippendales dancer, so that did improve because that was his main job.
He really was.
To shake your dick. And he was.
If you don't believe me, it's on Legends House.
It is, and he was on The Bachelor, which don't even get me started about that because dude, I'm gonna tell you something about The Bachelor after this show. Just go ahead. We'll just see it to the end here.
It's fucking up there with Teen Mom. Okay. Well, the next time we bring you a championship special is April 6th as we present Promo Mania 4. It's Butcher versus Blackbane for the promo championship, and also Mike will be defending the Knowledge Championship as he hopes to complete 365 days this time as the Knowledge Champion.
I'm sorry.
You're going to challenge?
No, I'm going to channel my inner Phoenix and say I'm going to get 365 this time, but you see with me, I'll actually do it, so yeah.
Oh, shots fired, Phoenix.
Woo!
And first theme song is Cross Off by Mark Morton and Chester Bennington, taken from Mark's upcoming solo album Anesthetic, which is available March 1st on iTunes and Spotify. The second theme song will be coming your way next week. Go to maxwrestling.net for more information. And that's it for this week. You can find me at Dazzy MWP. Mike is at SM Show 1 and MCL92. The Butcher is usually available at TOG69BHITB. I'll say that slowly just in case you didn't catch up. That's TOG69BHITB. Anything to add, Mike?
Now, you can check out my latest interviews with Aston Martin, who is a porn star, and I have more porn coming, to be honest with you. That's why it kind of is upsetting because the Butcher's not here and he can't look up my latest porn star. But yeah, that'll be more porn.
Yeah, it was a person, not a transformer.
You'll see it. You'll see it. Alicia Toot was great to have on the show. That was a fun interview. Which sing-alongs were you laughing at that we were talking about?
I can't even remember what song it was. It was just great that you just suddenly burst into a sing-along.
Well, yeah, we were talking about.
It was Cher.
Oh, do you believe? Well, it fit because I was at the Cher concert with my parents, and Believe was the encore. So I mean, that was I got to see Cher for the first time. But yeah, that was great. We talked about music wrestling. We talked about her role in Impact Wrestling, her show on Twitch with Anthony Corelli called Beyond the Lights. For the former Santino Morello. That was cool. That was a fun interview. Just had an interview with LFC champion Roxy Roundhouse Michaels, which we talked about the new LFC calendar that's out. I just had an interview with MMA fighter Cindy Dandois, where we talked about Invicta, Bellator, UFC, her trying out for the Ultimate Fighter. One of her bouts was actually against Jessamine Duke, who we now see on NXT with Shayna Baszler and Marina Shafir. So that was pretty fun. So, yeah, a lot of good stuff. Check it out. SoundCloud, MC Larkin92, StephenMikeShow.com, SM Show 1, MCL92. I'm easy. I have the short ones in my Twitter name, so I'll block you if you're just being a dick. I'm pretty laid back on there, but if you're a dick and you're saying stupid shit that makes my head hurt, I'm going to fucking block your ass. So, boom. And, yeah. At least you didn't have to take a breath this week, because that still was hilarious, because Butcher's Twitter handle is so long.
Mike has a short one, and just in case you missed it again, Butcher's is TOG69BHITB. Blame Twitter.
I love it. Go ahead, man.
And you know where to find us on social media. It's at Max Wrestling UK, Max Wrestling Interactive on Facebook, and we're also on SoundCloud, YouTube, and iTunes. Make sure you check out maxwrestling.net. Keep a lookout for more shows, including Screen Gems and Throne Zone, coming up in the near future. And if you can, enjoy Elimination Chamber this Sunday. We'll be back next week for the results. We must now bid you adieu. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night. Bang!
Switchblade, motherfuckers.